Hey guys, it's LEGO 2014 here, and today I'm reviewing the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Infinite series. The Amazing Spider-Man from the movie, his movie costume, which is one of the two movie figures in this line. So as you can see here, he's in the packaging with his accessories, his interchangeable hands, and he comes with the arm for the Green Goblin, Ultimate Green Goblin. And you got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 logo up there, the new Legends Infinite series right there, tells you what the line is within it, the subline, and there's the box art right there, character art of Spider-Man, and up there is the prototype shot of the figure. Below we have the other figures in the wave, and you could just pause now if you want to see the other figures in the wave as well as what the Ultimate Green Goblin looks like assembled. And up here is a better look at the prototype figure, as well as a look at the text here. It's in several different languages. And that's basically it for the packaging. Fairly simple. They decided to go with something new and more compact than the original Legends ones that they've been using. The ones with the big card back, so these are more collector friendly. So then you can, if you don't want to open it, it's not going to get damaged because those ones are pretty easy to get damaged. So yeah, that's the packaging. Alright, here's the figure out of the package. And this thing is fantastic. He's pretty light and doesn't have too much paint detail, so I guess that's good if you plan on posing this a lot. If you don't, then I guess that's sort of a con that he doesn't have much paint detail, but it sort of, the wash really helps, and he is detailed overall, his sculpt. So it has a ton of articulation, much more than the first movie figure, a big improvement. Looks more like a comic Spider-Man than a movie Spider-Man, but that's awesome anyway. So the reason why it looks like a comic Spider-Man is because in my opinion, I think the lenses are too thick when it gets to the top, so that makes it look more like a different type. And I don't think there's too many lines in the mask. I'm pretty sure that's fine, but I just think it's the shape of the head and the way they went with the lenses sort of makes it look different than it should if it were to be a movie Spider-Man. Looks fine though, just if it just doesn't look like the Amazing Spider-Man in the trailers we've seen so far. Just the head. Everything else looks perfect, especially the spider logo on the back, which is a bit thick but still works. And yeah, just basically the biggest thing on this is the articulation, which is the best. And yeah, so this is probably one of the best Spider-Man figures produced in the 6-inch scale. The McFarlane's still beats this, in my opinion. And I do have that, but I can't do a comparison as it's in storage. So we'll get on to the articulation first. So Spider-Man has a ball joint or hinge on his neck that goes up about that far. So better look at that. And it goes about this far down. And it can turn full 360. No, I guess I don't really need to show that because it's quite obvious what that would look like. And he has an ab crunch, which is ratchet joint, sort of. It does click on certain, like when you move it at certain times. That might just be mine that it's not clicking all the time, but moves down that far. And this is the standard in the middle, so it looks fine, I think, unlike the big time one where it was the joint was like in the middle and there was no neutral pose, so that's good. And then it moves one back. It swivels at the waist 360, and almost forgot about his shoulder articulation. So then he's got the shoulder blade pivots, is what I call them. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And ball jointed shoulders that move up about that much, and then you can always turn them if you want more range. And bicep swivels, double jointed elbows that go up about that much, which is fantastic. And swivel hinge wrists. They move up and down, and they are interchangeable. I'll get into the accessories after. And he has ball jointed legs, but they're not like on that joint you have to turn. And they move about that far, which is very good for posing. And he has he has a thigh swivel, and he has double jointed knees that move very, very far. You just have to push it to get it moved farther. Mine's just a little bit stiff. And he's got the calf swivel, and then hinge ankle pivots, which are fantastic. So this figure has a ton of articulation, as you can see. Basically any pose you can put this in, which is definitely good, because usually all the other superposable Spider-Man that have been out are like super rare. So if you get one of those and try to pose it around, that would cost you about $100 to pose around something, and I don't think you want to pose something around that you paid $100 for and risk paint chipping or loose joints. So now we'll move on to the accessories, and we'll get into the paint detail right after that. So his two accessories, well, basically one accessory, just a pair of hands, web shooting hands. They look very nice, and they are easy to swap out. All you need to do is, let's get that to focus, all you need to do is just pull it out like that, and it's easily out. And you just pop in the other one. Oh crap. That's what a hand looks like. Wrong hand. Okay. So anyways, this is what it looks like when you've properly done it, not ripped out the wrong hand and put it in the other socket. So they are quite cool. I think I'll probably keep mine with one fist and one web shooting hand, just because I don't want to switch them out too much. I might do two web shooting hands to do that trailer, or that poster pose that the Amazing Spider-Man has tons of pictures of. Anyways, now we'll move on to the paint detail and sculpt, just basically detail. So he's got the engraved webs. I have no idea why they went with this, but it still looks awesome. It's great as a comic Spider-Man. I'm just criticizing, like, or mentioning, like, if they were going for a movie Spider-Man. So it probably would have looked better as a movie Spider-Man if they weren't etched in, if they were like raised webbing. But as a comic Spider-Man, like I said, that looks amazing. This would be a much better choice if it was a comic Spider-Man, because the engraved webbing does look better. And there's the spider in the front with the longer legs. And there is some texturing on the blue. It might pick up with the glare right there. And the suit connects right there. It has a really nice black wash in it. Then there's a spider right there. Nice muscle definition in the legs. And everything looks good. The proportions are definitely really good. And his height is just at 6 inches, which helps him fit in with your other Marvel Legends figures perfectly, actually, as a teenage Spider-Man. So yeah, that's basically it for this figure. Oh, and he does come with the Build-A-Figure piece for Ultimate Green Goblin. This is his right arm, So this part is removable to the flames. You just pop that on there. And this is the, if you recognize this, this is the Hulk arm from the eBay exclusive Avengers series, Marvel Legends in 2012. And it's just a different hand. And they sculpted on some spikes there. So yeah, that's that. And so basically I picked this guy up for, the price is ridiculous on this, at least where I live. I've heard people in the States have been picking him up for about $14, which is awesome. So if you're in the States, $14. If you're in Canada, however, and you go to Toys R Us, my Target didn't have these yet. It was $26.99. Yes. Pretty ridiculous, but I was afraid they wouldn't have him at Target, because Target, every time I go there, there's like nothing there. So I decided to pick this up. I don't think I'll be completing the rest of the line, especially since there is only Superior Spider-Man at Toys R Us and there's nothing else. But yeah, very glad I picked this figure up. It's a fantastic figure, so if you're just going to get one from the line, I would recommend this. Or if you just want a decent Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie figure, and he can basically do any pose you'd like him to do. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please remember to rate the video if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, let me know if there's anything I can improve on in the comments. And if you'd like to say anything about the video, you can also put that in the comments. And if you'd like to see more videos and reviews, please subscribe.